Welcome to this new series of GET 2024 as the GET. If you want to achieve your goal in just 6 months, you can stay tuned with this series. My name is Bhargav Solanki. I got AR 124 in just GET 2022 for Mechanical Engineering branch, and currently I am teaching more than hundreds of students for Mechanical Engineering. So if you also want to achieve your goal in just 6 months, you can definitely follow this series. I'm also gonna teach you before few days of examination what should be your preparation, before few months of examination, how to prepare your subjects and how to give the test series, when to give the test series, and what are the important areas on which you have to focus more before going towards the examination, and how to assess your test series. Based on that, you can prepare your subjects as well. So all the detailed information I'm gonna cover on this YouTube channel for free. Just stay tuned with this YouTube channel. And as of now, we are starting this series for helping the students on the online basis. In this as the GET series, I have collected all the important formulas and theories from various reference books which you should remember before going towards GET 2024. So these are the really important formulas and theories which you must have to remember before going towards the examination. I hope you all are doing well. Just stay focused, stay calm, and keep believing in your process for your preparation. Now let's see some of the important formulas and theories which are really important for GATE examination 2024 in this video.
So we'll start with the first lecture, in which we'll cover the important formulas and theories for RAC subject, which is refrigerator and air conditioning. So here the first topic is, you can see on the screen now. First one is air conditioning. Here the definition of air conditioning, which is the simultaneous control of temperature, humidity, purity and velocity of air. Here moist air contains two parts. First one is dry air and the other is water vapor. So here the examples of dry airs like N2, O2, CO2 or inert gases, right? And the water vapor includes like in acid state or not as a liquid. So here the first one is atmospheric pressure, which is equals to PT. So if you want to find PT, then you can use the equation PT is equals to PV into pressure of water vapor plus PA into pressure of dry air. So this is the equation of PT. Now the next one is psychometry. For that, it is the branch of science which studies moist air, and specific humidity omega is equals to the ratio of mass of water vapor to mass of dry air in a sample. So here this is the most important equation from psychrometry, which is W is equals to MV by MA is equals to PV by PT minus PV into 622. Here all properties defined per kg of dry air, because this quantity remains constant. Now the second one is relative humidity, RH, or you can say that it's the symbol of phi, which is equals to ratio of mass of water vapor to the mass of vapor in the same volume and same temperature. So phi is equals to MV by MVS is equals to PV by PVS. So this is also one of the most important equations. Based on these two equations, so many times questions were asked in the GATE examination. So must remember these two equations. Now the third one is DBT, which is dry bulb temperature. Basically it is the normal temperature of air measured by an ordinary thermometer. Now the next one is fourth WBT, which is wet bulb temperature. Temperature measured by a thermometer whose bulb is covered by a wet cloth and water on cloth, which is in order to separate the air. It absorbs heat from inner molecules for conversion to water and to vapor. In this process temperature falls. Here for incoming air, first one is due to temperature difference in transfer heat to water and temperature falls. Now second one is it absorbs moisture from water. This contains still maximum moistures absorbed by incoming air. Now as the pressure increase, temperature decrease for most part of incoming air. Here the diagram also you can see for WBT. Now the next topic is the DPT, which is dew point temperature. It is the temperature at which water vapor in air starts condensing at the same pressure, PV. Now for unsaturated air, you can remember this dBT is always greater than that of WBT, which is greater than that of dPT. Now for saturated air, always dBT is equals to WBT is equals to dPT. This can be asked in one of the MCQ for 1 marks in GATE examinations, because I have only noted down the most important formulas and the points here in these short notes. So must remember this thing: for saturated air, dPT is equals to WBT is equals to dPT. Now the next one is a degree of saturation, which is W by Ws is equals to PV by PVS into PT minus PVS by PT minus PV. So this is also one of the most important equation for degree of saturation. Using these equations you can find any kind of value like PV or PVS or PT. So in the examination you will get any kind of 3 or 4 values, and based on that you have to find the W or WS or RH, right? Now the next one is the enthalpy of moist air. For that the equation is like H is equals to MA into HA plus MV into HV. Here the main equation is HV is equals to 2500 plus 1.88 T. This is used for finding the value of HV. Now you can see here H by M is equals to CPA into T plus W into 2500 plus 1.88 T. This is also one of the most important equations, because from that you can find the value of enthalpy, right, based on W or based on the other CPA and T value. So please note down this equation also. Now the next one is saturation pressure corresponding to dBT, which is PVS, and saturation pressure corresponding to dPT, which is known as PV. Here the graph is also there, you can note down the graph. So you can have this equation, which is P plus S is equals to C plus 2. So this is the diagram for psychrometric chart. Now let's move towards the another topic. Now let's see the various psychrometric processes in detail. First one is sensible heating or cooling. Here no phase change, and MV and MA remains constant. You can see the diagram also there. For here sensible heating or cooling, heating can be up to any temperature and cooling is limited till dPT. Remember this for sensible heating or cooling, because these are some key points I have mentioned over here. Now here Q is equals to H2 minus H1 or H1 minus H2, right? So you can have the general equation like Q is equals to MA into CP into T2 minus T1. Now let's see the second one, which is a pure humidification or dehumidification. Here the equation looks like QL is equals to CMM into 50 into OW kilowatt. So this is also one of the most important equation. Now the next one is heating with humidification. In this process the diagrams looks like this one, and the example is steam spray in air and moisture balance. So here the equation looks like W2 is equals to W1 plus MV by MA, and H2 is equals to H1 plus MV by MA into HV. So the equation will be important in the examination for finding the value of H2 for heating with humidification. And the next process is cooling with humidification. Here the diagram is also there, and the example is air flown over the water. It picks the moisture from water and loses heat to water for its vaporization. Now the next one is cooling with dehumidification. Here the diagram looks like this one, and the last one, which is heating with dehumidification, for that diagram is also there, and the example is adiabatic chemical dehumidification. Now let's see some of the more processes here. Total heat process. For that, the equation is one of the most important and most common equation which is useful in the gate examination. Here equation looks like sensible heat is equals to Ma into S3 minus H1. So final equation will be like SFH is equals to SH by TH is equals to S3 minus H1 divided by H2 minus H1. Here all the details are written over here. You need to take some screenshots of these slides, and you have to do some of the basic concepts clear from your books, because I have mentioned only the short notes and the important formulas in this 78 days full complete course for all the subjects. So I cannot include all the detailed like basic points of the subjects. So you must need to prepare from your own side, so you that have that idea like for basic terms which are important. So I have covered all the important formulas and theories. You can take the screenshots of these slides, and please keep preparing with your own also using these formulas. Please practice some of the examples based on that, and this is the diagram for that. Now let's see the sum of the important factor for bypass factor. Here it is the loss factor for a particular coil. BPF can be written as T2 minus T3 divided by T2 minus. Here X is equals to X raised to, and so here this BPF equation is also important for bypass factor, and these are most common equations. Based on that, the questions were frequently asked in the examination. Now next one is mixing. It is the dry air mass balance. Ma3 is equals to Ma1 plus Ma2. Now the main equations looks like Ma1 divided by Ma2 is equals to T2 minus T3 divided by T3 minus T1, which is also equals to H2 minus S3 divided by S3 minus H1, which is equals to W2 minus W3 divided by W3 minus W1. So these are some of the most important equations for RAC. In RAC I have covered like various kind of different charts and the equations and the graphs. You must have to remember all these equations, and you can solve some basic examples from any of the reference books. And please make sure you are keeping short notes with the daily lectures, because I'm gonna cover all the important theories and all the important formulas for all subjects of mechanical engineering, right? So this is all about the lecture 1 of RSE. We'll see you in the next lecture, lecture 2 of RSE. As I've said in the starting of the video, currently I'm teaching more than hundreds of students on offline basis. So this is the series which I have started specially for the students who really wants to achieve their targets in less time, right? So you must have to practice more and more examples based on these short notes and based on these important formulas. If you like this video, you can share this video to all your study groups via WhatsApp, and if you want to continue this series, you can definitely subscribe to my channel. In this channel I'll gonna share you all the important formulas and theories for all the subjects of mechanical engineering. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, thank you so much and keep preparing well for your examination.